Yo, check. Yeah, we not the type to play games. You can state claims. Came to show the movement moving like a freight train, breaking walls and crumble earth with every step we take. We walking by with lash and your neck will break. Never let it stray, so say it wrong or set it straight. So coming at us with an awkward demeanor is leaving your life in the dead of fate. So pedal straight, avoid these shots, we send it all costs. Truly believing that it'll be different, we watching your body get hauled off. Simple as this, we giving the vibe of the revolution that we living within. Diminish the doubt of the haters that talk on the low because of this minuscule shit.
It's Monday, and on Monday we look at all the tabletop role-playing game freebies, sales, and Cyberpunk bundles. I don't know what that is. Bundles. Remember, as always, these are PDFs. They are not physical product unless I specifically say otherwise, but generally these will be digital products that you will download from a site. Since we are downloading digital virtual product from a site, I would like to remind you once again, please, before you open any of these, check them for viruses, check them for malware, check them for all these insidious things that are out there. In regards to the charities, maybe you just want to give money to a charity directly and skip the bundles. Like, yeah, I really want to support X, Team Primetime. I just don't need 300 role-playing games that I'm never going to play. So can I just give you the money directly and skip the middleman? Yes. Yes, you can. And yes, you should. Skip the middleman unless you really want every game in that bundle. Yeah, no, just give the money directly to the charity. And of course, my charity of choice is Team Primetime. Anyways, let's check out the freebies. Free this week on Drivethrurpg, we have a Star Trek adventure called Beneath the Raptor's Rings. And it takes place during the Federation Romulan War. Might be around the Enterprise era, whatever the Enterprise era is now. And it features 10 one-page adventures for free. That's how you do it. We've got more Fallout stuff. The Fallout rush is not going to end. Thankfully, we know we are getting a second season of the Amazon show and possibly a third. So yeah, congratulations, Fallout folk. Who knew? Anyways, this is the Fallout Wastelands Warfare version 1.5 Vault Tech Simulator. That is way too long of a name. It is for the 2D20 Fallout role-playing game from Ophidius. It is a 56-page rulebook that includes everything you need to start playing, plus some scenarios and stuff like that. So basically, it's a quick start guide. Aristotelian Games has released a Cyberpunk Red free DLC 2020 and 2021 collection, which contains over a dozen supplements for Cyberpunk Red. New weapons, new items, new conversions, new stuff, more new stuff, pre-generated characters, NPCs, SEs, optional rules, and more stuff from my good friends over at Altasonian. Hey, Mike, whatever happened to Cyber Generation? Infusion? Huh? Hi, Mike? Huh? Stuff that I worked on. Probably doesn't even remember me, but I still appreciate you, sir. And if you also are a fan of Cyberpunk, we've got something called Mixing Drinks, Changing Lives. It's inspired by the video game VA11HALLA, a dialogue-focused RPG about cyberpunk bartender mixing drinks. Get you stat blocks for the characters, new beer and cyberware, and a full dictionary and more. Thankfully, this is free because why would you spend money for that? Yeah, so this is one of those waifu games, I guess, if you're familiar with like the waifu games, like you give the bartender money and she says things to you and she flirts with you, and then you give the bartender more things and maybe some of her clothes. Level Up Advanced 5th Edition has a new science fiction role-playing game coming out called Void Runner's Codex. So this is their take on Spelljammer. It's not straight up hard sci-fi. It's magic sci-fi. So really, it's sci-fi. I think it's kind of its own genre by now. They've got a quick starter up. They've got the Kickstarter going live. If you're interested in any of that, check out our good friends at Level Up Advanced 5e, the people who I steal all these links from. Again, thank you as always for letting me use your links. Level Up 5e. Tactus Publishing has released Faces of Grey, an 8th level Pathfinder 1st edition encounter where you encounter a group of brownies who have taken over a farm and they're just doing stuff. And it's for 1st edition and 2nd edition. So how's that an 8th level adventure? Hey, look, there's a farm and some brownies have taken it over because something happened to the original owners. Are the brownies doing anything? Well, they're farming, taking care of the animals. They're harming anybody? No. Did they? Are they responsible for the previous owners not being around? They're brownies, so they're what? They're chaotic good, right? So I doubt it. All right, let's keep going. That's a 1st level adventure, but hey, good luck. I know I give these guys a lot of trouble, a hard time, but hey, you know, if you can make it work, you can make it work, dude. So more power to you. Victor Gonzalez has presented Carmine, a D20-based tabletop RPG about fantasy superheroes, or somehow between the difference between the ordinary people thrust into adventuring life and fantasy superheroes. It's a 121-page booklet that includes rules for playing, character creation, bestiary. It's another retro clone. With summer come up, it's time for day camp programs and planning lessons for the next school year. It's making it terrific time for Daniel Letho's basic role-playing games with kids, featuring guidelines for introducing kids to board games and RPGs. So, hey, if you got a kid sitting around and you want to keep him amused for the summer with some role-playing stuff, you could spend like $300 to send him to role-playing camp, or you could get this book for nothing. Which one would I prefer you do? This one, nothing. He's also released a adventure for Dragonbane called The Vacant Throne, again, designed with younger players in mind, where you have a queen or a princess who does not want to become a queen, and she is setting off to find her parents so she doesn't have to take it over. Meanwhile, you guys got to help her, I guess. Dungeon Age Adventures released Tomb of the Blood Baron, an OSR, OSE, OGL type low-level adventure where you have to go into a tomb full of vampires and recover priceless art. Low-level and vampires are normally not two words you hear together, but okay. I'm 1st level. There's a vampire. I'm dead. Make a new character. Yay! Prismatic Wasteland seems to have something to say about their system-neutral adventure, Wonka Willie's Authentic Interactive Extravaganza. The party is sent on to interactive experience in a Glasgow warehouse inspired by Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but designed by an algorithm generated called AI Hijinks. No actual AI was used in the generation of this adventure, except as an adventure, a topic for much ridicule. So they're claiming an AI is running the adventure, but then they're saying no, an AI didn't actually create the adventure. The adventure is all about making fun of the AI, where we have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as if it was run by AI. I'm not sure what interactive system neutral adventure means. Does this means it comes with the downloads and the things like that, where I have to have a computer phone with me to take place in part of the adventure? But sure, adventure / horror / whatever based upon Willy Wonka, why not? We all know the original movie was a horror film. Anybody who says otherwise has not watched the original movie. The original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy and the Wonka, is a horror movie. The second one with Johnny Depp, also pretty much a horror movie. Hey, I made it on the list. Oh my God. From the OG GM Adventures, we have a nightmare of a setting for any fantasy D20 RPG called A Fistful of Goblins. What makes this so terrifying? Goblins with guns. Yes, this is weird science and Weird West setting for D&D, Pathfinder, OSR, and other similar systems taking place in Fresno, Nevada, which includes the 70 pages along with a starter adventure. Pay what you want. Oh my God, thank you. Wow, thank you very much, Morris, for putting me on your thing. I am unbelievably honored. I know I occasionally make fun of these guys, but I think I've said hundreds of times how much I appreciate the amount of work they do. You guys know this is the first page I go to every day. I start my news gathering day by going here, and then every other site I know, and just I love and respect these guys so much. You know how much I appreciate their role-playing system, Level Up 5e. wow, to be mentioned on their webpage. I'm grateful. Wow. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Moving on, we have a new domain of dread for Ravenloft from our people over at the Disney inspired, whatever weird stuff inspired Wonderful World of Dark Lords podcast. They're churning out about a new domain of dread every other week. This one's inspired by the WandaVision. A small town with comedic streams to avoid consequences from mid-understanding to miscommunications where hijinks ensuring laugh and freeze vase, except, of course, we all know that the whole city is under the control of a very disturbed, all-powerful being. If you haven't watched WandaVision, you should watch it. If you've already watched it once and it's been a while, you should watch it again. That was probably Marvel's last good thing on the channel. I liked Loki. I loved Falcon and Winter Soldier. Everything else after that I tolerated. It was fine. But WandaVision was the best because it's just the taking the tropes of comedy TV and going through each generation of comedy TV from I Love Lucy all the way up to current, and then just watching the degeneration of Wanda and the city and Wanda's slow descent into madness that leads us right into, Doctor Strange madness in the multiverse. Nobody suffered as much as Wanda. Nobody suffered as much as Wanda. Bullshit. Cafe Arcana has released Less Familiar Affiliars, a source book about familiars. So if you don't have enough stuff for familiars in your game of choice, here's some more stuff. And it's free. Lightning round. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 new map type thingies. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 new background subclasses type thingies for 5e. Remember, these are all still official, at least until September. Official, canon, approved, canon hardback, Wizards of the Coast official. Moving on to the bundles and sales, we've got a Level Up Advanced 5th Edition sale from some other different associated people who are making stuff for Level Up Advanced 5th Edition from EN World Wars. We've got A5E Premium Heritage, which features 4 new heritages and things and stuff like that for Level Up 5e. So if you're looking for new heritages, backgrounds, new whole entire books, it looks like it got 1, 2, 3, 4 complete books. It says 4 complete titles. Anyways, it's $36, so I'm assuming it's pretty decent sized. We've also got a rules expansion bundle. This one features 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 complete books of magic, technology, feats, other stuff to make your Level Up 5e game even more leveled up. And this one is $4. And then we've got a class bundle, which features a whole bunch of new classes and subclasses, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 complete books, all for $73. And then we've got a final one for Level Up 5e. This is Archetypes and Accessories. It's a trio of books with new characters, new character options. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it looks like 5 books, even though it says 3 books. Just expanding on the already amazing world of Level Up 5e for $16. And if you're looking for stuff for anything that's 5e or 5e connected, we've got complete 5e rules option bundles. This one comes to us from Fruit Loops, spelled F-R-U-G-H-T-L-U-P-E-S. I almost missed that was Fruit Loops, but then I read it again and I was like, oh, I get it. It's Fruit Loops. It's F-R-U-G-H. Very clever. That's definitely one of the better ones. So this is all by one dude, and it's $9 of 5e bundles. and stuff, and technically it's still canon, at least till September. And now the charity bundles. We have got yet another bundle from Itch.io for trans rights / LGBTQT rights. It's $5 for this bundle, which features over 500 tabletop role-playing game products, some of which might even actually have been written by LGBTQT creators. This is definitely one of those ones where I would say if you don't want 500 role-playing games you're never going to play, but you want to support LGBTQT charities, just go and directly support them. Unless you really want 500 role-playing games you'll probably never play. Bundle of Holding has a bundle from Weird Games. Wow, we haven't heard Weird Games in a while. This is in regards to their short-lived role-playing game Through the Breach, which was based upon their miniature game, Mel Havoc, which had some great-looking miniatures and some great-looking art. Starter collection includes the core rulebook, some expansions, stuff like that. It's $18, and it goes to support cancer research. There's a great charity to support. I think every one of us has dealt with at least one relative who's had cancer, and some of us have even had cancer. So yeah, cancer research, there's a great charity to support. We've got another Traveler bundle from our friends over at Traveler Land. This is a Travel 4E bundle. Includes the 4E core rule books, some equipment books, some adventures, some space depth plans, a setting book, source books, optional rules, equipments, and just a general hodgepodge of stuff to tag on to Traveler 4E, including, thankfully, the 4E core rules. This is $15. It's a direct relief charity, which means 10% goes to whatever charity you want. Monty Cook Games has created a bundle for Cypher System. This is the second week in a row this bundle's been up. That's this one right here. Again, I hear Cypher makes a great superhero game. My one experience with Cypher so far has been, it was okay. But I hear their superhero game is great. Of course, it's Monty Cook, and you know my feelings about Monty Cook. I've never been... it's not that I'm not a Monty Cook fan. I love, everything he creates is so amazing. He usually hits it out of the park, $1 million or more, but he never finishes anything. Anyways, this includes pretty much anything you need to start playing Cypher, including the aforementioned superhero role-playing game. $25, it goes to support the ACLU, another good charity to support. There we go. That's all this week's Cypher. So obviously the only one I recommend that you purchase this week is this one right here, the OGGM. Yeah, go to my thing and buy my merch. Yeah, wow. Thank you again. I'm just to make it onto your guys' page. Wow, that's just amazing. I appreciate it. That's it for this week. If you pick up any of these, let me know and what you thought about them. We'll be back, I'm sure, later on because, it's still early and something will happen. Some new controversy, something, player death, something, alignment, something, Wizards of the Coast, something evil. I don't know. Anyways, or somebody will call me a name. That's it for today. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you never want to hear me do this ever again, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, you know what to do, etc., Like, share, subscribe, buy my merch, blah, 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 blah. Yakety, smackety, blah, 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 blah. Get off my land, you goddamn...